Hey guys, welcome to another video of my Squad Delay, and this is your preview for our Chelsea versus Liverpool game, which will be taking place tomorrow, 5:30 PM kickoff at Stamford Bridge. And yeah, I'm looking forward to our biggest game of the season so far, biggest game of the season for Liverpool as well, and it's the biggest game of the season in the Premier League. Full stop. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Two teams that are pretty much at the top of the table, along with Man City. Liverpool won all their games. They've got a 100% record. Let's hope we can break that and be the first team to break their 100% records. But getting straight into it, before I get into my predict lineup, what Sarri said in his press conference, you know how it goes. I'm going to go and basically give you guys some background information regarding Liverpool. Now, I did the preview for the Carabao Cup, but I'll be going into a bit more depth. Obviously, it's going to be their first team. It's going to be a stronger team, and it's going to be at the Bridge. So without further ado, let's get straight into the first part. Now, the first part is Liverpool background information. Now, obviously, Klopp did say in his press conference that Van Dijk is a massive doubt, which is great news for Chelsea. Obviously, he did pick up a knock against Southampton last weekend. You know, there were rumours and people saying, and news outlets saying that he was going to recover in time. However, this may not be the case. He may feature, but he's not going to be 100%. And he's a massive doubt, which is good news for Chelsea fans. He's by far Liverpool's best centre-back, and he's basically kept them defensively solid. It'll be an easier task for our attackers such as Hazard, etc. If Van Dijk's not injured, it makes our life much more easier. Also, Mane and Salah did not turn up to training for Liverpool. I don't know what that means. They're not injured, they're fine, but did not turn up to training. That has also been confirmed. But apart from that, everyone else is fully fit for Liverpool. They did rest a lot of players for the Carabao Cup game. They did play some strong players. But it's going to be a very, very tough game. Now, obviously, the way they set up as I've got right now, the 4-3-3, which I had up last time, obviously played Mane, Salah, Firmino as the front three, deadly, lethal front three. Three midfielder, James Milner, who's been doing decent for them this season, who's going to go there. Naby Keita played at full 90 in Liverpool, so did Fabinho. I doubt they're going to be starting, but I definitely can see, obviously, Naby Keita may be starting, James Milner, and then you may have another midfielder such as Jordan Henderson, who didn't really get much minutes in the Carabao Cup. He may start in the midfield three. Then you've got the back four, exactly the same identical formation Chelsea. However, Liverpool are more of a counter-attacking team compared to Chelsea, who are more Sarri ball, play with the ball possession. We have much more possession in them. They're rapid on the counter, lightning quick. We're going to probably have more possession, but they're going to be lightning quick on the counter. We have to be worried that they play between the half spaces. So Salah, Mane, they drift in, they drift out. The front three shift constantly, they're inside forwards. They're going to be deadly. However, Rudiger did pocket Salah last game. Rudiger is a massive doubt. I'll be getting into that in a minute. But like I said, they're inside forwards. They drift in and out. They play between the half spaces and the lines. They play between the lines. They've got really good midfielders such as Naby Keita and James Milner who can break those lines. So they have got a very, very strong team. There's no doubt about it. Obviously, they are sitting 18.6 wins out of 6, top of the table, as you can see right now. Their last results, obviously, they lost to us their first home defeat in over a year against us in the Carabao Cup that we played on Wednesday. But they've won every single game in the Premier League, so their form is really good. Their A team's doing really well, and they are one of the favourites to win the Premier League title. We have to be wary tomorrow evening. And that's basically rounding up about Liverpool, giving you guys some information. Van Dijk is a massive doubt, Mane and Salah not turn training, and tactically how they're going to set up 4-3-3 formation, just like our formation. Now, getting into Sarri's press conference for the second part, he was asked a lot of things. And basically, one of them was, he was asked about Eden Hazard. Now, obviously, he's been asked this a few times. He said, Eden Hazard is the best player in the world right now. Sarri says, maybe he's certainly one of the best, but he can still improve. Sola said a very similar thing as well, and Hazard himself. He also said that Hazard is a genius and he's unique, and says it's difficult to compare him to other players. He said that Liverpool are a top team who have worked with the same coach for 4 seasons, so tomorrow's game will be difficult. They've gelled, whereas we are still adapting. Sarri's still getting his philosophy across. They've had time to adapt with Klopp. And he did also state, asked regarding Gary Cahill, and says Fabregas, he said he's very delighted with their performance. He said they're going to be key this season for squad rotation, and he said he's going to be very useful. And basically said that for tomorrow's game, both teams are basically going to play to win, so it's going to be a very open match. And then he was also asked about the injury updates. Obviously, we all know that Rudiger and Pedro did not play. There was, rumours that they were injured. But regarding Tony Rudiger, Sarri did state that he trained with the team for the second part of yesterday's session, and there's a possibility he will be able to recover from the injury he picked up against West Ham. Obviously, that is a good thing. He's still a little bit of a doubt, but he is in contention for the match. So that's very good news. As well as this Pedro, he said very similar things with Pedro. And he basically said that Andreas Christensen had a stomach ache at Anfield but wasn't injured. Pedro and Rudiger were both involved in the last parts of yesterday's session and they're almost ready. So that's really, really good news. Pedro, Christensen was ill, so he's recovered. Pedro and Rudiger are in contention for tomorrow's game. We're going to have to see and analyse that in the morning. But that's basically wrapping up Sarri's press conference and what he said. I think it's really, really good news that Rudiger and Pedro aren't, properly injured. They've only got a bit of a knock. So that's very good news. But getting into my predicted lineup for our game versus Liverpool tomorrow evening at 5:30. Here is my predicted lineup. I'm going for Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal, Emerson at left back, Azpilicueta at right back, two centre backs of Rudiger and David Luiz if Rudiger is in contention ready to pit. And the reason why I went Emerson left back, I thought he was really good against Liverpool. He's got more pace, he can recover in time. He was out of position a couple of times. He hasn't played for a while though, adjusting to Sarri's system. And he scored the goal, equalised the goal, right place, right time, linking up the play really well with the players such as Hazard and midfielders as well. And I think he suits Sarri more than Alonso, but Alonso's also been very good for us this season. But I just think Emerson is going to be starting at left back position. Then the three in midfield of Mateo, Kovacic, N'Golo Kante and Jorginho, the classic midfield trio, probably one of the best in the Prem. Jorginho, who's rested for the game against Carabao Cup, will be nice, ready and fresh for this game. And then the three up front of Eden Hazard, Pedro if he's fit enough, and Olivier Giroud to lead the line. Well, obviously Olivier Giroud was also rested against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup midweek. Morata played the full 90, so I doubt he'll be playing. And I think Olivier Giroud will lead the lines. That is my predicted lineup. Leave me your predicted lineup in the comment section below. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Chelsea victory. I think we're going to beat them, especially if Van Dijk is a massive doubt, like I stated. Our players look to be fit as well. We're at home. We're going to be roaring. We're going to be buzzing. We have the advantage, the upper hand, the confidence when we beat them in the Carabao Cup. So let's hope we do it. Come on, you Blues. Leave me your score predictions and your predicted lineup in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys for my review tomorrow evening. And tonight is the first episode of the FIFA 19 Chelsea career modes. I'm buzzing for that, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys then. Peace.